Hello, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is going to be your bi-weekly reading for mid-April, and we're going to focus on your overall energy, what can be highlighted the most for you in this period, as well as your home and family matters, work, professional life, your finances, your overall sense of security, as well as your emotional life and what could be coming in for those of you single, coupled, whatever your situation may be. Felt moved to come and bring this reading back in this time for a period of time while we are all transitioning and adjusting to our new normal, where there are a lot of things that are uncertain for many of us. So hopefully you find this helpful. So this is for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, and Rising will apply here as well. At the end of the reading, I'm going to pull an oracle card for each individual sign. For individual messages, a theme from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck as far as what you would need to embrace, and a message from the Wild Offering Oracle cards to give you a message for what you, as your sign, would be needing to release to the divine. So this is the Illuminated Tarot by Caitlin Keegan. It combines the cartomancy with the tarot, and so I'm excited to bring this to this channel. For those of you who do remember my old channel, that's mainly the readings that I would do, and I would do it bi-weekly with the cartomancy, clarifying with the tarot. So this, I've had this deck for a couple of months now, and been working with it, and it's a pretty good deck. So I'm happy to bring it to you. And let's begin. Fire signs. So overall energy, I feel for many of you, you're going to be finding in this next 2 weeks that things come together in a very satisfactory way for many of you. Whatever you are working towards, seeing progress or movement in some area, it looks like there's going to be a good outcome for you. For some of you, this is some type of wish fulfillment, okay? Some of you may be in the mind frame of getting away, doing something special for yourself if you can. If you can't get away, obviously, then this is a lot of communication that's coming in, where you're connecting with people. Some of you as well with this overall energy. I'm feeling like there's some of you are going to be doing something to your appearance, changing something about your appearance. You may be feeling moved to do that. Change your hair color. A number of things. Some of you may be investing in a new wardrobe. Doing something again that makes you happy, something that's going to satisfy you and bring you some fulfillment. I do see for couples, this is a very intimate time that you guys are going to be reaching. There's this kind of period of passion and togetherness, and some of you are going to really experience your partner wanting to please you. If you've voiced your concerns to a partner recently, this is something that they've been working on for you. Some of you as well, you're either preparing a surprise or someone's preparing a surprise for you. This is a happy something again that fills your cup. So this could be a lot of energy as well for Aries. This is your season where there is something being done that other people are really, you're going to hear from a lot of people in this, if you haven't already, if your birthday passed. I feel like there's communication coming in that fills your cup and makes you happy, and some of you are going to receive a gift for people who can't be there. So there's something coming in for you. Definitely seeing as well, maybe indulging in purchasing, if you can, if you're in that place too. But overall energy seems like regardless of what is going on around you, you still are going to be seeing your plans, your wishes, and your desires being met in some way or in spite of what's going on around you. So I really get the energy of many of you embracing change, and for many of you experiencing this paradox of things actually improving for you in a time where things may be not going so well for others around you. So some of you may be feeling like you're very lucky. And as well too, that there's been something that you've been prepared for. Some of you, there's an investment that's going to be paying off here. Some of you are going to be either selling an item, or there's an investment that's going to be paying off. There does seem to be this increase. If those of you invested in the stock market during this next 2 weeks, you're going to experience a climb. You're going to experience a return on investment. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting with your overall energy. Overall, there being some sort of satisfaction coming to you. In the home and family matters here, I do feel that some of you could be working out communication issues with someone in and around your family or home environment. Some of you could be getting into some type of physical activity, getting out of your head and getting more active. Some of you are getting into new interests. Some of you are learning a new language. Some of you are getting into just some new passion, something here that's going to stir your passions, that you feel will enrich you and be of use to you in your future, and for many of you, your career. Communication's a big thing right here. Many of you, they're like your phone, if you're not reaching out, you're just expect your phone to kind of be blowing up. And I'm saying that for some of you, some type of correspondence you get is really going to catch your eye and start you on a path to learning a new skill or something here that's going to improve your work. So some of you could be as well learning on how you can work from home, and possibly investing in new equipment to make it easier for you. But I feel like this is an excitement energy, so this is where I'm seeing like new things being delivered to your home. You're going to be kind of pulling out the instruction manuals and really kind of getting into it. Some of you as well, it may be just a new hobby. If some of you are on a break from work, I do feel like some of you may really feel like if you're on a break from work, that it's divine in its timing, like you really did kind of need a break. And so you're definitely taking the time to enrich your life in some way, even if it is just taking care of yourself a little bit more. So I really feel an energy of you really thinking about what's best for you and doing that. Okay. I'm also seeing for some of you, it's just as for some of you, there's maybe someone in your family that you have had a disagreement with in the past. You're going to begin to work on things. And I also feel for some of you with children, you will be learning, you will be kind of learning how to be that teacher for your child, and as well, of course, refreshing your own student knowledge of, and really kind of getting into that role and getting a little bit excited about it. I'm also feeling like for some of you, you're going to see some improvement actually with your child. If you're in that position where you're homeschooling, that there's something here that with you teaching your child, that they learn better, and there's a way of you kind of getting them excited. So I feel like some of you, if you've had a child who had some issues in school, you're actually going to see that there's a benefit to you taking that time and really being able to read or understand their learning style, and as well get them enthusiastic about learning. So it's just like an exchange here that's going on, I feel, for some of you, as you are adjusting to a new situation with a child, and you really also getting involved with their studies that fulfills you as well. So I feel like if you've been intimidated by that, there's something here that's really positive coming out of it, and actually maybe an even better fit for your child situation too. So working out issues, taking an intelligent approach to new experiences, and learning some new skills, and I'm getting technology with this as well. So here with this work area, professional life, I am seeing that there's some connection that some of you are going to make to someone who is in a seat of power. If some of you, I feel like you will be really working with some type of politics, or political figure, or someone who's a strong kind of figure in your community. Some of you are going to be partnering up with this person, or some of you may be getting into some type of community efforts with someone. Some of you, maybe I'm speaking to some of you who are already in politics. I'm seeing a meeting here, and people voicing their concerns. Some of you may be a part of a union, or something here with that has to do with your job, and getting some type of relief, getting some type of support. I'm feeling like some of you are going to be either in an active role of that, or there will be some communication that your government or even a decision maker over your business is actually doing something to bring some relief to the situation where people are working less or not working at all. For those of you who may still be in a working position here, I'm still seeing talks and meetings going on here. There's a path, and some of you being presented with an option. Some of you, I feel, this is getting partnering up with someone to start your own business, get your own thing going where you can be your own boss. Okay, so that's definitely for some of you a new path. How you communicate with others. Some of you will be definitely communicating with others at a distance, as most people are, through like Skype or Zoom or something here. But I do feel for some of you, you're going to be getting a lot more secure in your position through this new path that's opened up for you to still get work done. But I'm also seeing that some of you will be in talks with, if you are applying for some type of loan or assistance with your business, I'm seeing that support coming in, the communications at least coming in here. Some of you, there's someone who's willing to invest in you, or you're about to invest again in a new journey, or this is the Fool energy with this Fool card. This is the World energy with the Ace of Diamonds there. So I feel for some of you, this is an agreement going forward that plants a good seed for the future, something that is going to be bringing in some long-term security, and for some of you, some freedom. So some of you could be experiencing having a lot more time, but also having more money, and so taking advantage of that. Again, there's something here that's kind of, I feel, turning out into a situation where you're improving, your situation is improving in the midst of these changes, in the midst of what's going on. So now some of you still working too. I'm kind of getting to, for single fire signs here, I'm seeing a possible attraction, connection with someone you work with, and this could be a coworker, or it could be someone who is in like upper level management. So some of you could, if you've already had your eye on someone, there could be some movement towards that, some acknowledgement of mutual feelings here, as I'm connecting that into your emotional life. Some of you, I feel, are going to be ready to invest in a move. And some of you, I feel that the opportunity or the finances are going to be coming in for you to do some travel planning down the line when restrictions are lifted. So there's a level of excitement with what your plans are, and you seeing that it's going to be possible. And in some ways, time is on your side when it comes to this. So some of you, I feel, if you've been looking for finances, you've been looking for an answer, you've been looking for some communication as it comes to your finances, to feel like you have a bit of a lighter load, that you can move forward in a new beginning, that's coming in at this next 2 weeks. So I definitely see that this is just a period of progress for you, where you're going to be seeing things kind of falling in place, falling in line in a positive way for you. Some of you looking into moving, and again, investing in that, and as well too, there's something here where you're going to be able to, it's going to be an opportune time for you to either apply for a mortgage or apply for something here that it would be a sense of you on a new journey. Because some of you definitely could be in the mind frame here too, with your thoughts that you do want to change your surroundings, like you do want to have a new beginning somewhere else. And so that's where a lot of your finances will kind of be going here. But I'm seeing investment paying off. And for some of you, risks that you took in the past, you're going to be seeing something materialize from that. Again, benefiting from what's going on in the world, of something bigger than you, but there's a seed, there's something solid coming out of it for you. There's some new beginning that I see you're going, it's very positively aspected for your future plans. And for some of you, I feel like there's something here where you're going to be able to meet a goal sooner than you maybe even expected to, when things were, I guess in our old world, we would say, when this new age has rolled in, I feel there's something here that's coming up right in front of you a lot sooner than you expected to, as far as a dream, a goal, a wish, a plan. Looking into the emotional life here, so this is the Wheel of Fortune with the 10 of Hearts energy and the Moon with the 8 of Hearts energy. So definitely some type of fated meeting, recognition of destiny, and a very kind of deep knowing about a role that someone is playing in your life, and at the time they've come into your life. Now, some of you may feel like it's time to get married. It's time to start your family. So here with the cycle and the moon going on here, I feel like many of you may be really paying attention to that, because you and your partner may be agreeing to go forward with a plan for that 9-month incubation period, that pregnancy period. So some of you may be in that mode where you're thinking about a child and offspring, you know. So you know, a little fire sign energy here too, coming in with that ace of that jack of clubs there. So this could be something here where the timing is right and the chemistry is right between you and someone. Some of you may definitely get that fertilizing happening, and for some of you it may be within your next moon cycle that something really positive happens in your love life. If it doesn't happen in this next 2 weeks, the next new moon cycle or full moon, you'll see something significant happening, or that's about the timing for this meeting that I'm saying that some of you who are single, it's going to kind of take place. So let's see what else here. Also getting something here as in regards to music. Some of you could either be you could work in music, or you're going to be attracting a creative type of energy, making music together with someone, or creating something together with someone. Or there's something here where music brings two people together, or even if it's like something that you don't do music, you're not musically inclined, it could be just like connecting on that level. And also there being some synchronicities with hearing or being being drawn to the same thing at the same time. I mean, it even could be something that is online, something here online. Some of you, this is a music aspect coming in here, and it's almost like a record playing for me with this. Something here that brings you pleasure. Some of you could be able and finding your motivation to really go for whatever your creative aspirations are. Even if they're in film or something here where you want some world recognition, some of you could be planting that seed as a new journey for you to be free from maybe the mundane work you were doing. Because I'm seeing mostly energy here where there's creativity, there's inspiration, there's cooperation, there's support, there's new meetings, new seeds being planted here, and overall emotional fulfillment and happiness. So some of you, that could be coming out through your creativity. You're going to be finding it's a very kind of active time for your inspiration. If you've been if you are already somewhat of an artistic person, even if you're a writer, there's like this block is lifting. So this sense of like being hit with some raw inspiration coming in for some of you, if that's something that you're resonating with now. So some of you, I feel you will be finding a solution to a plan that you once had to get married. Some of you could be planning to go off and just kind of go on your own when you can, like when the time is available, those restrictions are lifted. Some of you may be deciding to go on like a destination type of wedding where you have your private time. There'll be less eyes on you. Some of you as well could be planning a secret with your partner. Now, with secret energy here too, I do get that for some of you, this is just an indication of possibly the release of feelings, or someone being unable to hide their feelings any longer, or there's some hidden feelings coming to the surface. I feel like someone's going to be overcoming their fear of commitment. Some of you, I feel this may just be an energy too, that the time is coming up for you to exchange those vows. You might have some secret fears or worries, but I'm getting that you'll overcome them and that you'll go ahead with it. It's kind of like an energy where life is short, and you feel what you feel. You're trusting your choice here. So others of you, this is just like a mutual attraction that some of you may be having. And for some of you, you definitely may meet someone, like if you're doing any internet dating, some of that could be something where you're going forward here. This is a plan going forward. And also, if you are going to be putting your profile out there, there's definitely going to be some things in your inbox, a lot of messages in your inbox to kind of sift through and look at. There may still be some things that you will not know until the time comes for you maybe to meet some people. Also too, when it comes to a circle of dating or a web, something like this, obviously there could be someone in particular that may catch your eye, but there is like, definitely don't make any promises, because there are some things yet to be revealed about this connection, or there definitely just could be some people who are hiding their true intentions. So but I feel like whatever you're looking for, there's the energy of being met with that mutual energy where someone's kind of looking for the same thing you are, even if it's not commitment at this time. Alright, so I'm also kind of seeing here as well, it's a possibility that some of you could be dealing with the selfish energy coming towards you, where someone still does have some type of obligation to a family or marriage and maybe attempting to hide it. So for some of you, that could be a little bit of a caution. Again, this is a general reading, so these energies will resonate for you, different signs differently. But I do feel like for some of you, if you are looking in this day and age for a partner through the modern devices, as far as apps or anything else here, that there's definitely some sifting through. You're not seeing everything for what it is. So definitely just keep that in mind and take everything that people are just kind of telling you with a little bit of grain of salt. But I do feel like for some of you, there will be some type of potential that is met if you're looking, if you're taking that initiative to do what you can to make yourself happy, because that is in your overall energy. Some of you who have been single for a while, you just may be feeling like you're ready now to see what's out there, especially as things look to be kind of aligning themselves in your work, professional life, your overall sense of security. So, okay, now I'm going to pull your oracle themes for each sign and what you should be embracing in this next 2 weeks. So I'm going to start with Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We'll look into what your oracle card is as far as the theme and what messages in this reading may be resonating the most for you through the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. Okay, so we had this flip out. And this is Ghostlands. Ghostlands is definitely about being in the present, realizing what's no longer there for you, but also not living too far in the future that you don't see what's in front of you. It's a card of acceptance and about doing what you can in the here and now to co-create and fill the spaces for the future, but also realizing you can't live in the past anymore. But I feel like for many of you, that's a strong acceptance for you, Aries. I am going to read from the book for you guys with these cards too, because I do like the messages that the book comes with and how they articulate the message. So you can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing, for rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps toward a goal or dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. So I really feel as well that this is a message for you, Aries, if you're definitely single, that there is a new energy coming in for you. There's a new energy coming in. So that's where I feel you're on that kind of quest to discovery of what is out there for you, for your happiness. And I'm also getting confirmation with this energy in this card that there is happiness still yet to be found, that you need to be taking a kind of a bit of a closer look, and because it is out there for you. There's a destiny that's waiting for you if you kind of take a moment to investigate what's out there, to put yourself in that position. Okay, so picking up a little bit more with this energy here too. Now, some of you may be getting to, if you're coming out of a relationship, because everybody's on different stages of their life. If you're coming out of a relationship, because I just picked that, some of you may be deciding happily to remain single or be single, or quickly decide to that. A little bit of this energy could be selfish with the Nine of Hearts and Cups, but you're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about what makes you happy. And if you're realizing that you're in a situation that isn't making you happy, then I feel like you're maybe happily making that choice to go from, maybe it's the unknown for you, but you know that you're happy. You don't know what's around the corner, and maybe it's not at this time that you're going to, rush out there and try to find someone. But there's faith in this unknown energy for you, because for some of you, this may be you working on that, your self-love, and getting to a point of still being open to embracing love, embracing happiness. Okay, so that could be a little bit, and really for like an emotional connection too. Those of you who are in a relationship, I'm feeling more of an emotional connection, because I did pick up as well that intimacy levels will be increasing for many of you, and some of you that's in that there's an emotional bond that will be coming together for you that also could create the chemistry to start and plant seeds for your family, because this is family energy as well. So, and I'm feeling like some of you are going to be kind of meeting someone who feels like family to you, but of course is not. So, but you see that future, or still having faith in the unknown. You can't see it yet, but overall, kind of like you're going to be in a good place with this Ghostlands, Also realizing there's nothing or no one to go back to. Those situations are done for you. This is a new energy, or what's present, what's in front of you right now is where you need to be putting your energy as far as seeing movement, progress, and growth, and long-term planning, and feeling like whoever you see yourself with, who's next to you, you'll feel like it's time, and this is the person with you. So that's where that's kind of an agreement. And if you've been wondering if a partner is ready for a marriage commitment, I feel like this is a sign that they may not have shown it, but that it is there. It's a mutual kind of feeling and understanding that someone has for you, that you both kind of feel like you're the one for each other, to be like life partners and build and grow. So that's your message, Aries. We're going to look into Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Specific things for you for this next 2 weeks. Was this one? Sure was. All right. Ride the wave. Okay, so Leo, I'm definitely getting the energy with this, that this is a good wave coming in for you, that there's a blessing in disguise of what is going on, and it's, for many of you, will be kind of experiencing that paradox of, you know, going with the flow, but going with the flow in a positive way for you. So for some of you, this is a wave of blessings, and I definitely saw that here, which is something's coming in a very satisfactory way for you guys. So I'm going to read the book. So often too, when I tie these together with the message here, there are more insights that come out. So ride the wave. Right now, success is easy and effortless. You can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned, and you can put your surfing skills to test. Everything that you know, all your talents, coupled with your hopes and dreams, will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Know that you're definitely on the right path. And so for many of you, this, I'm definitely seeing for Leos, that there is opportunity coming out of the situation for you. And something with the situation bringing out the best of in you. Your skills coming out and coming out in a very positive way. Even some things that maybe lay dormant, or even some of what is going to be refreshed for you in this time. And connections that you make will be in some ways faded and long term, as far as agreements. Okay. Especially in this area for you, I feel like that this is going to be resonating the most, especially as far as the people that are crossing your paths in this time. So it brings in some good energy. Let's look into Sagittarius now. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. See what your theme is this bi-weekly period. Ooh, okay. Oh, wait, that was 2. We don't want 2. Okay, Sagittarius. Just gonna one more shuffle. Sagittarius, we have spirit of place for you. So I'm feeling with this energy, this is, I feel, a place of you being right where you need to be, and really being rooted in the space of where you are. Also, spirit of place, I feel like doing whatever it is for yourself, again, that fulfills you, that drives you, as well as being very kind of in tune with what's approaching you, what energies are resonating with you when it comes to your connections, even with places. Really, so for this, I feel for many of you Sagittariuses may be feeling the need to move in the future, or like this is something that you're planning on, maybe a new space, or that's where you're investing your money, where you feel that you can be comfortable and stable. So that can be a little bit of that energy, that some of you are looking for your foundation, or really focused on the foundation and your feeling of stability and security. So let's look at the book and see what that says, and see if we get any more messages that come out Authenticity is the essence of power. Our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking for it or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, trees, birds, mountains, and rivers have their own essences. When the spirit of place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is in the overarching theme of your circumstances. Is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than long for it. Once you find the essence, the essential truth that underlies your question and then name it, you'll discover the answer you've been seeking. Your greatest power is your authenticity. And that word authenticity came out a lot, and I feel that for many of you Sagittarius, that will be a point of getting real with whoever you're seeing, if you're seeing someone, but also, if you are going to be presenting yourself and putting yourself out there as far as wanting to attract more, because you will be more, you will be attracting energy to you. Whether it is through social media or when you do go out, or if you are an essential worker and you're out, you're working here, being your authentic self is key here. And also, I'm also getting an energy where there's like, if you're putting up a front, there's someone who can maybe see through it. Some of you are going to be attracting, and I feel like this is for all signs in that all the signs in this reading. Some of you are going to be drawing or attracting someone who's almost psychic in the way that they can see beyond BS, and some of you may be in that mode too, where that's you're presenting your authentic self, and so if anything is inauthentic, you can kind of read that in the spirit, in your spirit or in their spirit, because it's a recognition, it's a soul recognition, and as well kind of your intuition being pretty sharp in this time frame. So some of you with the timing of something, you feel it. There's an anticipation here. With the connections that are coming across you at this time, or the connections that you already have, having the possibility to deepen by keeping things real and being very open and honest, and making sure that you're getting that from those that you are interacting with. So those are your messages, fire signs. I do hope this was helpful, and if you like it, definitely give me a like, let me know. I'm planning on providing these for a little bit of time. I'm planning to definitely be back in the beginning of May, depending on how it goes. Again, these are messages that are right in front of us as we're all dealing with changes, and hopefully this brought you some clarity, confirmation, or forewarning on your journey. If you would like a personal reading with me, that information is below. Thank you for watching. Stay well.